had some fascinating action so far. Potential shocks that haven't quite materialised. So I wonder what's next. Just one more match to come for us in our first session. 3 of the first 4 having gone the distance. This is a women's singles. Gregoria Tunjung of Indonesia against Ohori of Japan. This is Group A. And the top 2, as I mentioned, will go through to the semi-finals. Well, fascinating matchup this between these two. It's 2-2 on the head-to-head, but Tunjung has had the worst of it lately. Ohori's won their last 2 matches, or meetings, I should say, in straight games. And we know that Tunjung on her day is a magnificent player. Both these women ranked in the top 10 in the world. You see that 2-2 in the head-to-head. Most recent meeting was French Open round of 16 in March. Because Tunjung now has an Olympic bronze medal in the cabinet. .25 years of age now. Both the World Tour titles that she's won came last year. Beat PV Sindhu to win the Spain Masters, and then she beat Chen Yufei in the Super 500 Japan Masters final. Not won a tournament this year, though she's got to a couple of finals, including defeat to Yamaguchi in the Japanese Masters last month. And her opponent is 28-year-old Aya Ohori, world ranked number 9, and that is the highest that she's ever been ranked, as you can see there. Former World Junior Championship silver medalist, that was back in 2013. She's got a couple of bronze as well in the World Juniors. And both her World Tour titles have come this year. Super 300 Thai Masters back in January, and then Super 500 Australia Open in June. And as I say, she's won the last couple against Tunjung. Tricky group this, that includes the likes of Wang Ziyi and Busanan on Bamrungpan. Kang Sun Young's in the chair. Stephen Ong is the service judge. There he is. So here we go, Tunjung to get us started. And off to a promising start. Gotta say, when I've seen her over the last year or 18 months, she's been absolutely superb. Clearly one of the most improved players on the tour, really attacking. And I think thoroughly deserved her Olympic medal, even though obviously she didn't have to play the bronze medal match because we all know about the injury that Carolina Marin suffered in her semi-final. But I don't think anyone would begrudge Gregoria her bronze in Paris.
It's interesting because if you look at the lineup, for me, just based on past performances, you would probably think that Tunjung should be the favourite. And looking at the head-to-head being 2-all, I was actually a little bit surprised when I saw the head-to-head.
I think when Tunjung's playing, and this is nothing against Ohori at all, but when Tunjung's playing well, she's one of the most exciting players to watch on the women's circuit. It's just you just get a welter of winners, and they're all kind of different shots. Lovely drop shots, great smashes. She's an inventive player. That said, she probably makes more unforced errors than a lot of the other women on tour, certainly those around her in the rankings, including Ohori. She's only 3 spots below her at number 9.
I think that goes along with the creativity of a player like Tunjung, is that when they're playing well and all of their shots are being executed well, then that's all good. But when they're not playing as well, that's where those unforced errors can really creep in.
Just inside the line, I think. Well, Ohori's got a pretty sweet touch of her own. That was very neatly done. Don't think we're going to have too many lengthy rallies between these two. 8 points have flashed by. Well, pretty much dismissed this from her presence, Ohori. And again.
Yeah, really good intensity here from Ohori. I think that's where sometimes Tunjung can struggle a bit, when the pace of the game is quite high and she doesn't have the time to execute her shots because she's got great technique, but of course you need time to execute and not make errors. But Ohori is just really taking that time away from her.
It's just a trademark Tunjung winner. Well, Ohori wants Hawkeye to check this. It's called long. See all the strapping that Tunjung's got on her legs. Legacy of a long, hard season. Long, hard career probably as well, and she's only 25. That's wide by a big margin. Just a couple of rather careless, unforced errors from the Indonesian. And then got herself back on terms, on point. And she goes to the interval with a 3-point lead.
This control 30%, okay, 70% behind. Okay.
Well, it was admirable defence in that rally until that shot from Ohori. I think what she's done a pretty good job of in this match so far is keeping Gregoria Tunjung at range. We haven't seen that many of those trademark cross-court smashed winners from the Indonesian. And that's because Ohori has limited her opportunities to play that shot. Beautifully done again.
She's closing the net really well, so she's got so many opportunities to push Tunjung into the rear court like she did to set up an attacking opportunity.
Well, there wasn't a lot of margin for error there, but she absolutely hammered that. Well, I think it actually was that called? Yeah, it was called out. She's challenging it.
I think it was called in, and Tunjung's challenging it, actually.
I beg your pardon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So sensitive to hit the line, indeed it did. And there was virtually no margin for error on that shot. Out the back. I think it's a fascinating story, Ohori. She won first ever tournament, senior tournament, the Russian Open back in 2013. She's won 4 other minor events, but she didn't win a Super 300 or better until this year, at the age of 28. And I just wonder if at some point in her career she thought she'd ever win one. And rather like buses, you wait a long time for one, and then 2 come along pretty quickly. 2 in the space of 6 months this year for the Japanese. And she's got herself into a promising lead here in this opening game. Still, the odd salvo coming back from Tunjung.
Yeah, they're the kind of shots we're used to her seeing hit winners. Those sharp, acute angles.
Well, she's rather bewitched, bothered and bewildered at the moment, Tunjung.
Just missed that one. Really good quick angle there from Ohori. As long as she can take time away from Tunjung, that's going to be the best play for her.
Well, that was put away with the minimum of fuss by Tunjung. Nice placement again from the Indonesian. Oh, lovely shots. Made that look ridiculously easy. It was anything but.
Yeah, she was moving forward there, not expecting Tunjung to play the backhand clear. But was still able to move fast enough backwards and hit a winner off that shot, even though she was off balance a little bit.
So game points here, 5 of them for Ohori. And there it is, 21 points to 15. And she continues to have a little bit of the evil eye over Gregoria Tunjung. 17 minutes on court, and the Japanese in front. 1-love. Didn't make too many of those kind of errors in the first game, Ohori.
Really nice net play here from Ohori, just staying there. Waiting for that net shot back from Tunjung.
On the line. To be honest, it wasn't the greatest serve in the world. It rather got what it deserved. It's kind of one step forward and one back at the moment for Tunjung, isn't it, Jeff? Just not quite in tune with their own game at the moment. It's a shot before that that really set it up for Ohori.
Great placement there from Tunjung. Starting to see a few more elements of her weapons coming out in this second game. I know it's been a little bit of back and forth, but I think we're definitely seeing more of it than in the first game.
Every time she just threatens to get away, Ohori comes back with, I think, a beauty like that. I do sometimes think Tunjung tries to maybe win the point a little early in the rally. Maybe when it's not the percentage option. Looks great when it comes off. It doesn't, especially when she's having to come from behind here. Just wonder if she's just playing into Ohori's hands a little bit. That was long, that was a good leave.
That's great placement there from Tunjung. At the same time, the margin for error is so low, even though that was perfect. But it does open her up to those unforced errors, as I was talking about earlier. That's well taken, though. Great push into the around the head corner of Tunjung. And then straight away, a fast angle downwards on the same side. There's that margin for error just so small, just hitting it just wide of that sideline.
Doesn't make too many of those errors normally. Tunjung, a bit of a gift of a point that to the Japanese. That was much better though.
It's kind of like an all or nothing. It's an error
Yes.
or a winner.
Yep. And that's kind of the Tunjung philosophy, isn't it? So 11-9 it is. Ohori in front at the mid-game break. Just missed that wide.
This is where it gets really dangerous for Tunjung.
She hasn't been at her fluent best, has she, so far this afternoon? Seen her play much better in the last, what, year, 18 months. And she's missed that one again. Thought about challenging, then changed her mind. And that's 3 quick points on the spin off the back of the interval for Ohori. Trying to get herself across the line as quickly as possible here. That's better.
Great touch and no fuss put away there. I think Ohori here is just gonna really want to battle mentally because she knows she's a game ahead. Tunjung has to come back here but also win another whole game. So if she can put enough distance in between her and Tunjung on the scoreboard, it might just make it a bit hard for Tunjung to come back mentally.
Well, I'm quite sure how she did that.
Right place at the right time for the defensive shot there.
Yeah, I mean, a metre either side, it was Ohori's point. That's a terrific shot again from the Japanese. Ohori can win this match in perfect preparation because she plays Wang Ziyi tomorrow, world rank #2. And that's why I say it makes such a difference if you win your opening match in the World Tour finals, because then even if she loses tomorrow, she's still got a chance, a decent chance, of winning a third group match and getting into the semi-finals. On the line, but an immediate challenge. I say on the line, it was called in. But Tunjung wants Hawkeye to just confirm that was the case. No, it was just the wrong side of the line, so good challenge. So quick to seize that opportunity, wasn't she?
I feel she's been really switched on in this match today. I've seen Ohori kind of play good and then play not so good, and it's a little bit up and down, but today she's been on really focused. She's kept that intensity up, hasn't given too many free points away, and for Tunjung that makes it difficult because she's giving a lot away.
And I'm sure, Jeff, the 2 tournaments she's won this year, having never won tournaments at level previously, it has to make a difference just psychologically when you actually feel you belong, truly belong at this level. It's the wrong side of the line. She is going to ask the question, but I'm not sure she'll get the answer she wants this time. I think it's more because she can rather than because she genuinely thinks it was a line judging error. But Hawkeye, as ever, will tell us, yeah. So just a couple of points away. Last challenge, understandably, she wants to use it now.
From our view up here, I thought that might have clipped the line.
Me too. Indeed it did. So she's still got the one challenge remaining. However, 7 match points here for Aya Ohori. That's wide, and that's it, 21-13. Very straightforward in the end for the Japanese, who's now beaten Gregoria Tunjung on their last 3 meetings, and this was the most comprehensive of the lot. Only 38 minutes, the match time. That was a superb display, and would give her a lot of confidence going into her match against Wang Ziyi of China tomorrow. That might be a rather tougher ask, but you can only beat the opponent on the other side of the court, and she's done that today and done it comprehensively. (21-15, 21-13), 37 minutes, the official match time. Plenty more action to come today on court 1. 5 more matches beginning at 5 o'clock local time. That's in about an hour and 45 minutes. Antonsen and Li Shifeng looks a good one, as does that men's doubles to finish up. That'll be Jill Clark and Steen Pedersen with you live from 5 o'clock local time. That's all we have for you from here, though, in our on the opening day and first session. So I hope you've enjoyed our coverage. Back with you, as I say, in an hour and 3/4. But for now, from all of us here in Hangzhou, it's goodbye.
将可回收的塑料瓶及其他垃圾无视上